Archangel Michael says, "There is a silence in the heavens tonight, and in that silence, your mother's voice trembles as it rises in prayer for you. Her soul has seen what your eyes have not, and her heart has felt what your spirit has been hiding. The truth is closer than you think, and her tears are not ordinary, they are warnings wrapped in love. Every prayer she whispers is being collected by the angels, rising like fire, desperate to reach your destiny before it is stolen. She is carrying the weight of what you cannot yet see, because she knows the shadow is drawing nearer. Heaven is alert, and her words are piercing the clouds to keep you from falling into the trap that has already been set. Tonight, the heavens are leaning closer to hear her voice. A mother's cry is the only thing standing between you and a danger that was already scheduled to arrive. This is why your spirit feels heavy, because something is being shifted in the unseen world. The angels want you to pay attention now. This is not coincidence, not imagination, not a dream. It is divine urgency, and your mother has become the bridge between your safety and the destruction that was already signed against you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her hands may tremble, but her words carry a force you cannot measure. She is not just asking for your peace, she is demanding that heaven interferes with what was already in motion. Somewhere in her prayer, she is begging for time, because she knows the hour is closer than anyone else dares to admit. The angels have circled her as she prays, protecting her body while her spirit fights for your soul. This is not just about today, it is about what tomorrow is trying to steal. The prayers she speaks are filled with codes that heaven alone can interpret, and those codes are the very chains that are breaking around you. Every tear she sheds is like a signature in the book of destiny. Heaven cannot ignore her sacrifice, and that is why the storms you were about to walk into are being delayed. The enemy had already written your ending, but her prayers have forced a rewrite. The whispers she makes in the night, the sighs you do not hear, the way she carries your name in silence, these are not ordinary gestures. They are prophecies, waiting to come alive. And right now, the heavens are aligning to show you what her words have saved you from. Type Amen to get blessing 444. My beloved, you need to understand the seriousness of this moment. When your mother closes her eyes and sees you, she does not only see your smile, she sees the weight of what is chasing you. She has felt the footsteps of danger before you even sensed it near. That is why her prayer has been filled with urgency, like a fire burning in the midnight air. The angels have recorded her every word, and now they are delivering them back to you through this message. The heavens want you to know. You are alive because she has been kneeling in the dark. She has wrestled with heaven in silence, not letting go until you were covered. Her voice has been carried on the winds, forcing angels to block arrows meant for you. What was supposed to destroy you has already been intercepted because of her tears. This is not just a prayer, it is a shield, a wall, a fortress. Her cry has stood between you and death, between you and betrayal, between you and sudden collapse. Every heartbeat of hers is tied to your survival, and that is why the angels have declared her intercession unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her voice has broken barriers you never knew existed. When she prays, entire chains fall apart in silence. The heavens record every sound, and the ground beneath your enemies shakes when her lips release your name into the night. The angels are stationed at your doorway because of her cry. Her sacrifice has been greater than anyone knows, and it is written in golden fire across the book of eternity. She has become the reason you are still standing today. Do not underestimate what has been happening in secret. While you were sleeping, she was awake. While you were distracted, she was battling unseen storms on your behalf. Your destiny is not free, it has been paid for by her pain. The heavens cannot ignore her fight, and that is why your tomorrow will not look like your yesterday. Something has been broken, something has been overturned, because she refused to stop. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Her tears are heavy, but they are also keys. Keys that unlock doors you didn't even know were locked. Keys that close gates that were already opening against you. There are things she has not told you, secrets that burn in her chest. She hides her fear because she does not want you to feel weak, but heaven has heard the cries she never spoke aloud. Every silent scream has been louder than thunder in the spirit realm. The angels of light know her by name because she carries your name like a crown. They know the strength she carries is not for herself, but for you. She has traded her peace for your survival, her sleep for your safety. The enemy trembles when her knees hit the floor. The darkness flees when her tears touch the earth. And now, even heaven itself is moved because she refuses to stop until your story is rewritten. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "This is no ordinary intercession, it is a holy war that has already shifted the atmosphere around your life." The hand of destruction has been cut short because she raised her hand toward heaven. Even now, a table is being prepared for you in the presence of those who wanted you broken. This is not by your strength, but by the love that is wrapped in her cries. Your tomorrow has been secured because of her persistence. Do not forget that this is happening for a reason. There is something about your life that the enemy fears, something great that would shake the earth if it came alive. That is why attacks have been so fierce, but her voice has been fiercer. You were not abandoned in the storm, you were covered by her sacrifice. And because of that, you will not drown in the flood that was supposed to swallow you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her prayer is not just words, it is fire that burns through the shadows around you. Every time her lips move, chains break that were tied to your name. What the enemy wrote in darkness has been erased in the light of her sacrifice. You may not have seen it, but your enemies have felt it. They know there is a covering on you they cannot penetrate. They tried, but their hands shook when they touched what belongs to you. There is a reason you survived storms that should have taken you down. It wasn't luck, it wasn't chance, it wasn't coincidence. It was her heart crying out, refusing to let you go. And because of that, the story of your life has shifted. The ending they planned for you is no longer valid. The heavens themselves have marked your destiny with new ink. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her knees have carried more weight than your shoulders ever could. When she bends before heaven, she is not weak, she is a warrior in silence. Her voice shakes the unseen world, and that is why doors open for you when you least expect it. You think opportunities come from nowhere, but they come from her voice. You think blessings arrive suddenly, but they arrive because she demanded heaven move on your behalf. Every victory you celebrate has her hidden fingerprints on it. The world may never clap for her sacrifice, but heaven applauds her every day. The angels stand when she whispers, because her devotion has authority they cannot ignore. Her fight is your protection. Your future is not written in the ink of your enemies, it is sealed in her tears. That is why your path will not collapse, even when it feels fragile. The structure holding you is stronger than stone because it was built with love. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says, your mother's cry has stopped what was already marching toward you. A collision was planned, a destruction was ready, but her voice interrupted it. She delayed what was meant to come suddenly. There are moments you felt danger disappear without reason. Those moments were her prayers in action. She cut off what was meant to reach you, and she covered what was exposed. Do not ever believe you are walking alone. Even when no one is around, her shadow covers you in the spirit. Even when she is silent, her prayers echo louder than screams. Because of her, you are guarded. Because of her, you are lifted. And because of her, you are chosen to see another day that was almost stolen. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. There are secrets she has kept from you, not because she wanted to hide, but because she wanted to protect you from the weight. She saw visions in her prayers, visions of shadows trying to touch your life. And instead of telling you, she carried it in silence and fought it in prayer. That's why sometimes you felt sudden relief, like a storm lifted before it began. It wasn't chance, it was her. She had already cried for that moment before it came near you. Her spirit is alert even when her body is weak. Heaven honors her faith more than 1,000 words spoken by strangers. Her tears have become the contract of your survival. Every night when she whispers your name, angels are dispatched like soldiers. They go ahead of you, they surround you, and they fight battles you never see. That is why you are still walking when the trap was already set. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The enemy has tried to silence her prayers, but they cannot be stopped. Even in her weakest hours, her whisper has the power of thunder. Darkness cannot stand against the sound of her devotion. You need to know how powerful her love has been. Without her prayer, you would have walked straight into destruction. Without her tears, you would not be here reading this message now. There are people who wanted your name ruined, but their plans scattered in confusion. They didn't understand why every attempt failed. It was because her prayer created a wall of fire around you. And now, the angels are declaring, her prayers are not finished. They are still working, still breaking, still guarding what belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are releasing a reward for her faith. What she prayed for you will not only protect you, but elevate you. Her cry has demanded a blessing that even your enemies will witness. She asked not only for your survival, but for your breakthrough. She asked not only for your safety, but for your abundance. And heaven has said yes. This is why doors that were closed will open suddenly. This is why opportunities you never applied for will find you. Because her voice shifted the heavens in your favor. The earth may not know her sacrifice, but heaven has written her name in golden fire. You are standing inside the circle of her devotion. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Her prayers have already saved you from traps that were planned in secret meetings. People spoke against your name, but their voices were silenced before they reached power. She bent her knees and their schemes collapsed like dust. Even when she smiles at you, she hides the burden she carries. She knows too much, she has seen too much in her spirit. That's why she never stops whispering for you even when no one is watching. The heavens are shaking because her devotion is pure. Every angel assigned to you is strengthened by her cry. They march ahead of you with swords of fire, pushing back every shadow in your path. Her prayer is not just for today, it stretches into your future. It shapes the days ahead, planting light where darkness tried to root itself. Her voice has gone further than you realize. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You think you are walking in ordinary protection, but it is extraordinary. Every time you avoided sudden danger, it was not accident, it was her intercession. Every time you found peace in chaos, it was her voice creating that shield. The enemy trembles when her lips move. They cannot stand the power behind her silent tears. They scatter in confusion, unable to complete what they started. Your survival story has her name written all over it. She is the reason you are still rising when others have fallen. She is the invisible warrior who fights without a weapon in her hand, but wins every time. Even now, her prayers are circling your life like a crown. Heaven will not allow her words to fall empty. They are alive, and they will chase you with blessings. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, the time is near when you will see the evidence of her sacrifice. What she has asked for in tears, you will hold in your hands. Her devotion is bringing miracles closer. Your path is being rearranged because of her requests. She prayed for doors you didn't even know to knock on, and they are already opening. She prayed for battles you didn't know existed, and they are already won. Do not doubt what is happening right now. Even if you feel weak, her strength is lifting you. Even if you feel lost, her voice is guiding you back. The heavens are pouring favor into your life, and the reason is her cry. Her prayers are writing your victory story while you are still living it. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Her prayers have become a shield that stretches over every corner of your life. Even when you step into places of danger, her voice has already gone before you. Darkness cannot touch what has been covered in her cry. The heavens are echoing with her petitions. Each word is like thunder in the spirit realm, shaking the foundation of every trap. What was set in motion against you has been interrupted by her tears. You may not realize it, but entire storms have dissolved because she whispered your name. Entire mountains of trouble have crumbled because she refused to stay silent. Her faith has rewritten what was supposed to be final. This is why the air feels lighter around you than it should. This is why doors that were locked suddenly swing wide open. It is because her prayers bend reality in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Her devotion is not just emotional, it is spiritual warfare. Every tear she drops is a weapon against what wanted to destroy you. Every sigh from her chest is a sword in the hands of angels. She has carried your name into heavenly courts, demanding justice for you. And heaven listened. The chains of injustice have already begun to shatter because of her. Your story could have ended in tragedy, but she fought until it was transformed. The enemy wanted to rejoice over you, but her prayers turned their celebration into mourning. She has shifted the timeline of your destiny. Even now, the earth trembles under the weight of her faith. What she has done in silence is greater than armies could ever achieve. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Archangel Michael says, the power of a mother's cry cannot be underestimated. Heaven itself responds to her devotion, faster than the speed of lightning. Her words command angelic movement. She has unlocked doors that were sealed for generations. She has broken curses that were trying to repeat themselves in your life. Her cry became the final word that silence could not erase. The heavens are aligning blessings that will shock you. They are being released not because of chance, but because she cried for you until her soul was empty. Her tears filled the cup of favor until it overflowed. You are walking into answered prayers. Every step forward will be marked with grace, because her voice has demanded it. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Her prayers are like a map for your future. She has asked heaven to guide your feet, and angels are writing pathways of light where darkness once stood. You will not be lost, because her cry has already built the road. Even when she is silent before you, her spirit is loud before God. Even when she hides her pain, her heart is screaming for your protection. The heavens cannot ignore such devotion. She has placed her own desires aside, choosing to fight for your tomorrow instead. That is why miracles are being prepared under your name right now. That is why unexpected breakthroughs are chasing you. The strength of her prayer is eternal. Long after her lips stop moving, the echo will remain, keeping you safe. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. There were nights when danger walked close to your door, but it could not enter. Her prayer stood there first, like an invisible guard blocking the path. What was meant to step into your home was forced to retreat. The enemy knows her power, and that is why attacks against you always fail. They cannot bypass the shield she has built with her devotion. Every time they rise, her tears drown them in silence. You may think nothing is happening, but in the unseen world, her cry has been a storm. Every whisper of hers shakes the balance of darkness. Every petition bends the atmosphere to favor you. This is why your enemies grow frustrated. They cannot explain why you are still standing. They do not see the warrior fighting in silence on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Her prayers do not only protect, they build. She has been constructing your future brick by brick with her words. What she asks heaven for is being laid as foundation under your feet. The house you stand in is not built only of stone, but of her faith. The walls around you are not only material, but spiritual shields she has raised. Her cry is cemented into every step of your journey. Even when she is weary, her faith does not weaken. Even when she trembles, her voice rises. That is why miracles flow toward you without warning. You will see blessings you did not ask for. They are answers to her secret prayers, gifts wrapped in her love, rewards born from her sacrifice. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Archangel Michael says, the heavens have already recorded her intercession as eternal. Her voice is inscribed in the halls of destiny, and it cannot be erased. Generations will be blessed because of her devotion. She has stopped storms before they ever formed. She has broken chains before they ever locked around you. Her foresight through prayer has been your hidden escape. The heavens want you to recognize this. Her prayers are not ordinary. They are a weapon stronger than fire, sharper than any sword. They have rewritten your life story in ways you have not yet seen. And because of this, your future is untouchable. No scheme, no trap, no shadow will be able to undo what her love has secured. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. There will come a day when you look back and realize her prayer was your greatest inheritance. It was worth more than gold, more than crowns, more than riches. Her devotion has purchased victories you could never afford. Every tear she cried has been stored in the treasury of heaven. Those tears are now being poured back as blessings over your life. They will follow you wherever you go. Do not underestimate the value of her hidden sacrifice. Without her, the story of your life would look very different. But because of her, you will rise above everything set against you. And this rising will not be quiet, it will be visible to all. Even your enemies will watch as you are lifted beyond their reach. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. There are battles you never saw, yet they were already fought in the night because of her. Her lips carried your name when the world was asleep, and angels marched when her voice broke in prayer. The danger that tried to touch you never stood a chance against her cry. She has been your shield when you thought you had none. She has been your voice when you had no words left. She has been your strength when your heart grew weak. The heavens recognize her devotion like a flame that never goes out. It cannot be hidden, it cannot be ignored, it burns endlessly for your safety. Her heart beats with an urgency that pulls miracles into your path. That is why you survive storms that destroy others. That is why doors appear where there were only walls. Her tears build what your enemies tried to break. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The shadows tremble when her name is spoken in heaven's courts. They know she is relentless, they know she will not stop until you are covered. They fear the sound of her whisper more than the shout of armies. You walk under a protection that others envy, though they do not know why. It is the silent cry of your mother that has built a fortress around you. A fortress so strong, no weapon formed against you can stand. Even now, as you breathe, her words are climbing like fire into the skies. The heavens bend to listen. The angels bow to obey. Her devotion has unlocked rivers of blessing that will not dry up. What she prayed for yesterday will appear tomorrow, and what she cries for today will manifest in your future. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Archangel Michael says, her prayer has created a barrier no evil can cross. Even the forces that plotted for years find themselves broken before they reach you. She has rerouted destruction with a single tear. Your name shines brighter because of her voice. It is carried on angel wings into places you cannot see. It is lifted higher every time she bends lower in humility. The heavens have decreed that her sacrifices will not go unnoticed. She has traded her peace for your safety, and now a harvest is due. Blessings are gathering like clouds, ready to pour over you. This is the season when you will walk in what she fought for. This is the time when her hidden war becomes your visible victory. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Her strength is beyond human, it is divine. She carries pain but turns it into power. She carries tears but transforms them into blessings. Every step you take is guided by the light she ignited in her prayers. Even your mistakes are redirected because her voice asks heaven to rewrite your story. She stands in the gap where